What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cinema Trip Previews. I am Wyatt, and today in the show, I'm going to be watching the debut trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. If you haven't already, make sure to go check out my 2025 movie preview because I talk about Jurassic World Rebirth a little bit and a bunch of other movies that are coming out this year. But this is definitely one of my most anticipated movies of the year, even though I didn't really care for the last two movies in the franchise, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. Thought Dominion was just absolute trash. Not a good movie by any means. I have no clue why they ended up going that route with it. Fallen Kingdom has its moments. I like Jurassic World to a point. It's a fun movie, but none of those three in that trilogy compared to any of the other ones, in my opinion, as out of the first three, especially Jurassic Park, the original OG. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I watch it yearly, at least a couple times a year, just because of how much I love that movie. And I also got a lot of love for the Lost World Jurassic Park as well. I know it definitely has its haters, but it doesn't quite meet the originals, highs, but I mean, I enjoy the movie nonetheless, with the exception of like the third act going to San Diego and everything. But that's a conversation for another time because I am planning to do a Lost World Jurassic Park review within the next month or so here. Quentin, who came on to do the review for the first movie, Jurassic Park, is going to be coming back to talk about the Lost World at some point. So be on the lookout for that review. Everything I've been hearing about this movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, it's been kind of getting me a little hype. It's been, getting the hype train running a little bit more just because Gareth Edwards is coming in as the director. It seems like he really wants to kind of go kind of a darker route, make kind of Jurassic Park a little bit more scary again, from what I understand. Just reading, there was a big article about it. I think it was Vanity Fair or one of these other news outlets did a report on Jurassic World Rebirth and everything, and just kind of add like a little basic plot synopsis about like they found out that there's something in dino DNA, within these dino DNA, that has a possibility of like curing like heart disease or something like that. That's kind of the reason that Scarlett Johansson and team are going out to, I'm assuming, one of the islands to, get some dinosaur DNA so they could do some experiments and whatever. And of course, they're going to run into some, trouble with some dinosaurs along the way. I really don't know much more than that, other than I believe it's David Coep came back and he's the screenwriter. He did the script for this. He was involved with the first two Jurassic Park movies. So that's pretty, interesting bringing him back. Definitely kind of rejuvenates my excitement for it a little bit more. And then hearing about their possibly inserting elements from the original Jurassic Park and Lost World books into this movie as well, which makes me more excited because since I did the Jurassic Park review that I did, I actually went back and reread those books. So hearing about they may be pulling some stuff from those to put into this makes me a little bit more exciting as well. And just the possibility of it, going a little bit of a darker route and maybe making these dinosaurs a little bit scary again, which for those who watch my 2025 movie preview, when I talked about this movie, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted Jurassic Park to go back to its roots, make it dark, make it a little bit more scary, kind of bring those horror elements a little bit, make these dinosaurs scary again. And we were getting a little bit too comfortable with the latest iterations, making it kind of family friendly. It's all about, bringing, kids and, younger kids into the movie theaters, selling toys and whatnot. Let's go back to its roots here. Let's make it a little bit darker. Let's make it a little bit more gritty. I'm not sure if we'll get that in this trailer or the movie. That's just what I've been seeing as far as articles and from, the writer, David Coep, and a couple of the people involved with the making of the movie. I don't really know much more than that, so I am very eager to get into the trailer here, so let's just hop right into it.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
You say Dr. Loomis?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things.
That blade.
And people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Look up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
What?
We need DNA from the three biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
Okay.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors.
Too dangerous for the park?
They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
What is that?
We put ourselves in a place we
Dilophosaur,
don't belong.
T-Rex. What is that?
Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are
Yo!
those?
They're helping the mosasaur.
We got
Defend
Spinos?
territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Yo! Whoa, whoa, whoa. We gotta have to go back and rewatch this. Holy smokes. July, of course, July's gonna be a packed ass month. Don't we also get Fantastic Four and Superman in July as well? Holy shit. July's gonna be nuts. But great googly moogly, folks. What did I just see in this trailer? I saw Spinosaurus. I saw a different looking T-Rex. I saw some like pteranodons, pterodactyls type. I'm not exactly sure if that's what they were, but you know, flying dinos. And then I saw some crazy looking monstrosity. I have no idea what that is. So we got to go back and dissect this. Of course, for anybody who watches trailer reactions, I got to go back and kind of dissect a little bit. Immediately love the little reference to the end of the first Jurassic Park. You know, when dinosaurs roam the earth, you know, T-Rex breaking in the visitor center and
Henry
everything
Loomis,
at the
this
end.
is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett.
Dr. Henry
our
Loomis.
mission
So we got Dr. Loomis. We got a Dr. Loomis. Does he go and wear like the trench coat at some point?
Sorry, what
Go
mission?
chasing Michael Myers in his free time?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest
That's a long-ass
dinosaurs
tail.
on the planet.
Oh my god.
Fortunately for
That's
us,
pretty cool. I'm assuming they're not like Brachiosaurus or anything like that. I'm assuming it's a different kind of dinosaur. I'm assuming they're going to be introducing some different things in here we haven't seen in other Jurassic Park movies or Jurassic World movies. By the way, I hate the Jurassic World title. I'm sorry. Like, I understand that's what they were doing with the last trilogy as far as like, you know, bringing dinosaurs to the open world and everything. Of course, it's Jurassic World, but can we get back to Jurassic Park? I just think it's a more satisfying name than Jurassic World. It's Jurassic Park. Come on now. JP, baby.
all these species exist
Nitpicking.
in one isolated place.
Love the
Can you
look
be
of
ready
it.
tomorrow?
Love the look of the
All
movie
these
so
species
far, though. Like
exist
the
in
different
one isolated
cinematography
place.
shots.
Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
Now, I'm not a fan of like the little humor they're inserting in the trailer here and there. And also, I'm not a big fan of Dr. Loomis. I mean, I loved the Donald Pleasant's Dr. Loomis. I'm not a fan of this Dr. Loomis. He just gives me all like the vibes of a guy that's going to end up turning on someone eventually, like Scarlett Johansson or any one of the other people. I have a feeling he's going to be in like a little reluctant to go on the mission and everything. Obviously, he's not aware of it, but I have a feeling by the back half of the movie in the third act, he's going to end up turning on some people. He's going to be a turncoat and traitor, and he's going to try to, you know, save himself maybe, or leave someone to die, or steal the DNA for himself. I don't know. He just looks like a shady type character, a little weasel. No disrespect to the actor or anything, but as far as the character goes, he just seems like that.
He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Look up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg? I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Oh.
Maybe we should make it quick.
Dinosaurs instantly territorial. Dig it.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Too dangerous for the original part.
They're raptors.
Got
worst of
raptors.
the-
Can't wait for the raptors and everything. But these, they're going to the original island where the dinosaurs were created for the original Jurassic Park. I assume that was Site B, where, you know, where Lost World takes place and everything. I assume that's where they were creating the original dinosaurs and everything. So maybe that was just like where they were kind of offloading them once they were, you know, kind of overstock or stuff they were going to use eventually. I don't know. But it seems like there's a third island, I guess. And these dinosaurs are still alive after 30 years or so. It's going to be interesting.
Please don't say they're raptors. Every
Interesting. We only get to see like the feet of the raptors. I mean, we saw the raptor in the tank, but we haven't seen like an actual alive raptor in this trailer at all. So it seems like they're kind of saving them, which is interesting. How big of a play do the raptors, you know, play into the movie? Because I mean, over these past 3 movies, we're used to the raptors kind of being somewhat of the good guys. You know, working with fucking Chris Pratt, and you know he's the trainer and everything. I want to see the raptors just be, you know, just bloodthirsty and just going after these people. I don't want to see anybody trying to tame these. I don't want to see anybody trying to be friends with these raptors. I want to see the raptors in their element doing what they do, and that's hunt. Let's do it.
the worst of the worst.
This, I'm assuming this is the weird monster like thing that we saw that I talked about earlier. I was like, I have no clue what that is. It looks like he's kind of like knuckle dragon, like a gorilla or something.
We're left here.
What the fuck is that? Bro, it looks like something out of Doom. Like something like a monster you would see in like Doom 3 or something, man. Got Dilophosaurus. I'm glad we've been getting some Dilophosaurus in the movies recently. Because I mean, other than the first one, we didn't see them for quite a long time. So it's dope to have the Dilophosaurus back.
We put ourselves in a
Dope ass look at T-Rex. I love it. I like the tiger stripes on it and everything. It's kind of similar to like how they were supposed to look in Lost World, from what I understand. Because they had like stripes in Lost World. You didn't really get to see them too often because of how dark that movie is at certain points, and you know, because it's set at night most of it. Awesome. Love seeing the T-Rex in here
place
though.
we don't belong.
This, we got to see it again.
We put ourselves in a place we don't.
What is this, dude? Like, it just looks like something that shouldn't be in a Jurassic Park movie, personally. But I understand they want to kind of go with like a bigger bad, you know. I mean, obviously we had, you know, the T-Rex in the first 2 movies, had the Spinosaurus in the third one. You had the Indominus Rex in World, the Indoraptor, and it seems like they try to bring like a bigger, you know, more ferocious dinosaur into each movie. But now we're getting into the territory where they're just creating, I mean, that's kind of the whole point in Jurassic Park, though, is they're creating monsters. But they're literally created like a Frankenstein type monster in this. Like, I don't know if this was like a failed experiment with like when they were first creating the dinosaurs. Like maybe this is supposed to be a T-Rex. I do remember, like in that article I mentioned earlier covering the movie, they did talk about like this thing. Without going into too much detail, they kind of said that the inspiration for it is like a T-Rex, a xenomorph from Alien, and the Rancor from Star Wars. And I 100% see that. I mean, you don't see much of the T-Rex in it, like maybe the jaw line a little bit, like without it going out too far. But you could definitely tell the Xeno influence because of like the domed head, and then the Rancor looks like the body of a Rancor. They just kind of mashed them all together. But why is it here? How is it created? How does it get out? Why is it still around? What is it supposed to be? And I love the T-Rex going into the water. I'm assuming this is part of like the river raft stuff they were going to add into the movie I read about. That's from the original Jurassic Park book and everything. That's just something they were going to do for the original movie. They didn't have the budget to do it. From what I understand, they were going to introduce it in multiple other Jurassic Park movies, but they never got the chance to. And it looks like they're probably going to put it in this movie, which, hey, it'll be cool. It'll be a cool little sequence with the T-Rex. I'm hoping they don't go too far away from the T-Rex. I mean, it's one of my favorite dinosaurs. It's one of the most iconic images and dinosaurs associated with Jurassic Park. We need to have the T-Rex be, I wouldn't say a huge focal point of the movie, but I think we're at the point now where you can't just have only one scene with a T-Rex in a Jurassic Park. So I'm hoping that the river raft scene isn't the only scene we see with the T-Rex in this one.
Survival is a long shot.
But I can't believe we've gone so many movies since Jurassic Park 3 and we haven't had a Spinosaurus at all. And not only do we get the Spinosaurus back, but we get 3 of these bitches. We get 3 Spinosaurus, and it looks like there's a Mosasaurus or something down there in the bottom right corner as well. But holy shit, we get the Spinosaurus back, baby. I'm so excited.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the Mosasaur defend territory.
And they're helping the Mosasaur. So the Spinosaurus are teaming up with the Mosasaur to defend its territory and everything. You see the Mosasaur in the background. Big as fuck, boy. Looks like a whale. But man, the Spinosaurus, I'm so happy to have that back. It was such a cool dino.
None of what you just said is good.
None of what you just said is good. Not a big fan of the comedy in the trailer. It looks like they changed the design of the Spino, too. Like, it looks like kind of more of a lizard, like a straight lizard, like a Komodo dragoner type thing. Instead of, like, where you look at Jurassic Park 3, it's more of like a T-Rex, how it stands. It's just longer and bigger than a T-Rex, but it stands more like a T-Rex, where here it looks more like a lizard. Interesting. I mean, it looks like all of the dinosaurs look a little different in some capacity, because, I mean, that's part of the reason they're on this island and why they didn't work and why they didn't, put them as part of the original park, So it'll be interesting to see all the little differences within the dinosaurs we kind of grown to love, and why they're on this island and how different they look or how different they act in ways as well. Because it seems like all these dinosaurs are super fucking aggressive, which I'm all for, man. I'm all for, just dinos going out here and trying to hunt and take down all these people that are just intruding upon their island. I love it. Badass. Yeah, that is the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. That's as much as I want to break down without making this video like 40 minutes, 50 minutes long and everything. But yeah, this actually definitely renewed my hype for the franchise in a little way, just because of how bad those last 2 movies were to me. This definitely gives me some hope going into this one. And I like Gareth Edwards as a director, some of the stuff that he's done. It's just, reading that article about it, I like the direction they seem like they want to go with it, as far as making the tone of it a little darker, a little bit more scary. Now, I didn't really get that too much from the trailer in this one. I mean, there's definitely some certain shots that seem a little darker or gritty and look like they may be a little bit more menacing and scary, specifically with the weird monstrosity in the dark with the flare and everything. That looks really cool. Now, most of the trailer is set like during the day. We get to see a lot of these dinosaurs during the daylight and everything, and I think the dinosaurs look fantastic as far as the looks and the special effects go, and that's just the trailer. Normally in trailers like this and stuff, we're like, CG can do some work. Obviously, they have some months to go until it comes out. But I think the dinosaurs look great as far as the trailer is concerned. The only thing I would say that I didn't like about the trailer much was just kind of the tone that it set for it. It seemed like they kind of went for like a blockbustery action type tone for the movie. ScarJo, rappelling down the cliffside, looking like Nathan Drake or something, or Lara Croft. And then you have like these big action moments on the boat, or her using the rifle and people running away and all this stuff. It looks like they kind of made the tone of the trailer a little bit more actiony and blockbustery, instead of like a darker, creepier, scarier type trailer. I'm very intrigued what the actual tone of the movie is going to be, as far as like how it's going to feel throughout the movie itself, just because of those conflicting reports. Now, I mean, the trailer and then the articles kind of paints the picture of the movie as it's 2 different things. So I'm very intrigued on what the movie is actually going to be like. Hopefully it is a little bit scary. Hopefully it pulls no punches. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to be like a PG-13 movie. They're not going to go R-rated, so we're not going to be seeing like buckets of blood or anything like that. But I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of different people that are going to be on the island. I mean, there's the kid, you have ScarJo, Blade is going to be in there, you have Dr. Loomis, but it seemed like there was a lot of other people, especially in the one part of the trailer. There's a lot of people that were gathered around. So hopefully maybe we'll get a high body count in the movie too, possibly. Maybe we'll see some dinos actually hunting some people down. I would like to see some cool kills, some cool monster, dino action, everything. We barely got to see any of the raptors in this one, so I'm assuming that the raptors are going to be somewhat of an important part of the movie at some point, or they're just holding that back to kind of surprise some people or in a way. Trailer did exactly what it set out to do, and that's renew the hype around the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise as a whole. And I do know we have the Jurassic Park survival game that's going to be coming out. I'm not sure if it's this year or next year. I'm assuming they want to come out this year to, go along with the movie and everything. But I'm very hyped for that as well, because it's kind of like an alien isolation type game set in the original Jurassic Park. So as a huge fan of the franchise, I am all for all the Jurassic Park content. So I just cannot wait for this movie to come out, or maybe just another trailer to come out, see if they show a little bit more, a glimpse into some other stuff that we didn't see. But yeah, I'm very excited about this. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the trailer, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Are you excited for the movie? Let me know in the comments below. I am always happy to see everybody's reactions to it or their opinions on the stuff that I talk about. But as always, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram at CinemaTripReviews. Drop in and leave us a good review wherever you get your podcast. It really helps get the show out there to a lot more people. And I'll see everybody next time.